Wednesday, October 24th. Thanks for joining us. Coming up, a push for Uber drivers to go green. But first, your top news stories. Ford has appointed a new head of its struggling China operations. The company is also elevating Ford China to a standalone business unit, reporting directly to Jim Farley, president of global markets. The U.S. carmaker naming Anning Chen CEO and president of Ford China effective November 1st. Chen previously served as CEO of Chery Automobile. He fills a post vacated when Ford's previous China chief abruptly stepped down in January. For the second time in 6 months, an explosion and fire have idled production at a North American magnesium parts plant owned by supplier Meridian. According to media reports, emergency crews responded Monday night at one of 3 Meridian Lightweight Technologies factories in Strathroy, Ontario. 2 minor injuries were reported. In May, a fire at a Meridian plant in Eaton Rapids, Michigan, disrupted operations at 5 automakers. A week after it began taking orders for a lower-priced version of the Model 3, Tesla has inched the price up by $1,000. The new mid-range battery version of the Model 3 now costs $46,000, according to Tesla's website. That's compared with $53,000 for the longer-range battery version. Meantime, Tesla is scaling back the list of available options for 2 other vehicles. The idea is to simplify manufacturing. CEO Elon Musk announcing on Twitter that some interior configurations on the Model S and Model X will not be available after November 1st. Last month, he said Tesla would take 2 paint colors off the menu, citing the same reason. Daimler confirming that it's setting up a ride-hailing joint venture in China with Geely Group. Geely chairman Li Shufu took a 9.69% stake in Daimler earlier this year. The new venture indicates the Chinese firm is making progress in its drive for closer relations with Daimler. Meantime, General Motors plans to expand its Maven peer-to-peer car-sharing initiative from 3 U.S. cities to 10 by the end of the year. The program allows owners and eligible lessees to rent their vehicles to Maven users for cash. And the global bosses at Hyundai and Kia are still weighing a congressional call to have their top U.S. executives testify about a rash of reported non-collision fires in their vehicles. In separate interviews today at their headquarters in Seoul, Hyundai Motor Company CEO Won-hee Lee and Han-woo Park, CEO of Kia Motor Corporation, said their companies are considering how best to respond to the request. The Senate Commerce Committee has scheduled a hearing for November 14th. The U.S.-based Center for Auto Safety has called for all 2011 to 2014 Kia Sorento, Kia Optima, Hyundai Sonata, and Hyundai Santa Fe models to be recalled, as well as all 2010 to 2015 Kia Souls. The Hyundai and Kia executives say they are working with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to identify root causes of the reported fires. In a bid to help drivers switch to all-electric vehicles, Uber says it will increase the cost of taking a ride. According to Bloomberg, riders in London will pay 20 cents more per mile. The ride-hailing company aiming to create a $260 million fund as a result of the increase. CEO Dara Khosrowshahi saying Tuesday the money would be put in individual savings account for each driver. Specifically, Uber's European boss says an average driver working 40 hours a week over 3 years could expect to save 4,500 pounds on the cost of an EV. That's about $5,800. However, Khosrowshahi says the availability of affordable EVs remains a challenge. He says that Uber is in discussions with manufacturers to provide EVs. Uber's new fund is part of its plan to only have EVs on London's roads by 2025. The announcement, by the way, comes days before Uber heads to a London court to appeal a court ruling that its drivers should be entitled to benefits, including overtime and paid vacation. And a quick birthday to note, Volkswagen CEO Herbert Diess turns 60 today. Thanks for watching the newscast. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.